Hi, this is Prabhu from WebNMS, and I have Karen, who's my team member. We'll talk about our IoT application platform, which is a software platform which enables customers to build customized M2M IoT applications. So, quick note about WebNMS. WebNMS is a division of Zoho Corporation, and we have products in the Internet of Things space and telecom network management space. We are there in the market for 19 years. We have 400 plus customers. And WebNMS in the IoT space, we offer a platform, and we also offer, as of today, around 8 ready to deploy IoT applications, which are developed by us. And the platform as such is built on top of a highly scalable network management platform, which is our first product. So it has been deployed more than 25,000 times in telecom service provider networks. So if you look at IoT, so IoT is basically connecting all these things, machines, and getting data real time from the machines and try to make sense of the data and try to get value from the data. So that is what IoT offers. And so when customers try to adopt an IoT-based solutions, so what they are looking at is basically it is not a silo solutions. It has to fit into their enterprise system. So you bring an IoT solution, how well it can integrate with their existing CRM system, existing support system, billing systems. So that is a key challenge where how do you get value from the data? Okay. So the customers of IoT they could vary from, if you look at the business B2B space, it could vary from SMB to very large enterprises. And the key challenges are all these divergent protocols, both on the southbound and the northbound. When I say southbound, like how do I integrate with different sensors? So there are new sensors coming up, there are standard sensors, non-standard sensors, and then integration bottlenecks with their existing systems. So they end up with silos of systems, so how do we integrate with those systems? And the third thing is economies of scale, where, what is the man effort you put to come up with a solution, and then how quick you can go and deploy it, and what is the hardware, software requirements to successfully go and deploy it. Okay. So this is the key challenge for most of the enterprises. So the way we try to address is we have a software platform which is today it is device agnostic. We work with multiple vendors both on the sensors and on the gateways, and it has end-to-end functionalities right from fault management, performance monitoring. We have a big data analytics and reporting framework, and we have platforms to do energy management, remote asset management, and also a very good set of APIs to go and integrate with widely used CRM systems, billing systems, help desk systems. So this basically goes and cuts the time an enterprise requires, and also the learning curve an enterprise requires to go and deploy the solution in real time. Okay. In addition to it, we also have powerful development tools. The model here is we enable our customers to take the platform and develop their applications without too much of dependency on us. So we have a very good set of APIs, and because of our 19 years of telecom experience, where we also were selling platform in that space, we already have a community of developers who are well versed with our platforms. So these development tools they give the power to the customers, where every customer's problems is unique. Even though there is a lot of commonalities, every enterprise has their own unique problems, so they need a tailor-made solutions. So for that, a cleaner set of APIs, which is really open, where customers can develop without the vendor dependency, that is a key thing. So we enable that as part of our platform. So if you look at, this is a high-level technical architecture, where from the bottom, there are machines. Machines could be anything like vehicles, cell towers, homes, windmills, anything. And the machines gets connected to the platform using multiple ways. It could be like GPRS, Wi-Fi, or wired internet. And within our platform, we have capabilities like device configuration, reporting, inventory management, performance management, fault management. And we also handle security, both the data security and access security. And we have a big data ecosystems where we can handle large volumes of data. And also we expose APIs where the customers can feed the data into other systems. And so above that, under the app zone, we have our own apps. As of today, we have 8 business applications. And we also have apps built by customers where customers have the options of either they can go and deploy them in their own cloud, or they can come and deploy in our cloud. So both options is available. And we have a customer portal where it's an end user portal, cloud-based portal for customers to expose the data to their end customers. And we also have a lot of mobile apps which enables end users to access the data. And under the developer zone, we have tools and wizards for developers. A platform as such is based on Java technology on the server side, and we also use HTML5, Ajax kind of technologies on the client side. So we have tools and wizards that will help developers to quickly go and develop their applications. And the UI as such is very customizable. We also provide sample apps for developers to quickly learn the product. And we have a set of open APIs for the developers. And under service provider interfaces, these are RESTful APIs that we provide where customers can go and integrate the data that they get from our products into other systems. They could be like, typical example is SIM management platforms where our M2M platform can access the SIM data, can access usage data of the SIM, CRM integration, billing, accounting, BSS, OSS integrations. So the integration is possible we have hundreds of APIs, which are published APIs with proper documentations, where the developers can refer and they can pick and choose whatever APIs they want and try to do the integration themselves. And we also have a very modular adapter model where our platform is device agnostic. We keep on supporting newer sensors and gateways. And if the customers prefers a new gateway which is not supported by us, they need not come to us for us to support it. Customers themselves can go and add support for a newer gateway. And we also have a very good search capability. So Internet of Things is you collect data from various sources and put it in one place. So if you don't have a search where it is not really distributed across multiple applications, it actually breaks the purpose. So we have a Hadoop-based, big data-based enterprise search capability where when a customer does a search within our platform, say for example, they go and do a search on a vehicle or on an ATM machine that is being managed. So we have a capability where we can integrate and get data from the customer's locally installed CRM system, billing system, help desk system, so that when they do a search, we go and pick up, okay, this is the site, this is the address, all those things, and these are the pending tickets from that particular site, and this is the customer information, and this is the person who is responsible within the enterprise, who is a support representative for that customers. So this enterprise search actually brings down the troubleshooting time, the effort required by the customers to go and drill down where exactly is the problem. So if you look at the key differentiators of our platforms, so we are very developer friendly. So we make sure like there is no vendor dependency on our customers. They don't have to depend on our professional services. So customers are free to develop themselves, or we also have an ecosystem of service provider network where customer can go to these IT services companies to build their platform. And then so we have a wide variety of capability within the platform, like asset management, location services, alert processing, KPI, reporting. So everything is within the platform so that there is no need to go and pick multiple tools to solve the problem. And RESTful APIs, which is a modern way to do easier integrations. And since we come from a telecom network management background, so the platform already is hardened with high scalability, high performance, high availability, and the reliability. So those things are already hardened in the platform. And the product can, as such, can handle millions of devices for one single customer. And we already support multiple protocols to acquire data from the devices. And things like data securities, complaints on standards, those are already taken care by us. And we also have a gallery of mobile apps for the smartphones where customers can quickly take these and then deliver it to their customers. And so within the platforms, there are many today, like we see that there are many companies that are having M2M platform. So we specifically focus on B2B area. And within B2B, we have a clear focus on these three areas, where if there is a customer who wants to solve problems with their energy management, it could be energy theft, it could be energy wastage, energy pilferage, they can use our platform. So we have a very good set of capabilities and APIs revolving around energy management. And then next one is remotely securing an area. So security could be like fire detection, smoke detection, vibration sensors, and integration with camera systems. So remote monitoring of an area and remotely managing energy. And third one is location. So if we combine all these three together, we see that these three things are killer combinations. So we have a very clear focus now as of today. So all our applications that we are building revolves around these capabilities. Okay. So these are a snapshot of what could be done with our platforms. This is pretty common, so we might have seen it already. So the 8 applications that we developed. So one is Windmill Manager, where we have ready-made solutions where customers can take it and they can pick and choose whatever sensors, whatever gateway they want, and go and start monitoring their windmills. So monitoring what is the efficiency of the windmill, what is the output compared to previous history, all those kind of things. And then we have a power grid monitoring solutions where it can monitor the power distribution lines, basically fault detection on power distribution lines. And third solution is solar farm manager, where if there is even a small solar farm or very large solar farms, we go and measure how much energy is the solar farm generating, whether all these energy is going into the grid. So if you look at today, the situation is most of the solar projects are heavily subsidized or funded by the government because of the green initiatives. What happens is they set up the farms, but after some times they don't really monitor how much is being generated and how much is being fed to the grid. So our solution can, we pick up all these data, do analytics on all these data and give it back to the customer so that they know like how much they are investing, what is the capacity, and then whether we are really reaching that capacity. Those are on the energy side. And then we have a data center. DCM stands for Data Center Infrastructure Management, where within a data center we go and monitor all non-IP assets. So basically monitor the energy usage within the data center and spread down energy into how much of energy is consumed for lighting, for running the servers, for cooling, and then tracking assets within the data center, securing the data centers. So when people move, like who's coming, and then we go and integrate with camera systems. And so power, and then also capacity management, where, so what is the capacity available in the data center, how much is being used, and if a new rack comes into the data center, we have to go and place it. So those kind of monitoring we do as part of the data center management. And next product is cell tower monitoring. So if you look at developing countries, the major problem for cell towers is lack of 24/7 power supply. So they have to have diesel generators. And having a diesel generator comes with a lot of problems, like there is diesel theft and there is a lot of logistics involved to go and fill diesels. So we go and do fuel monitoring and energy management, like how much of fuel is being consumed, how many hours we run on diesel, how many generator, how many hours we run on grid, and how many hours the system runs on batteries. Environmental monitoring, like what is the temperature, humidity of the tower operating room. And then security aspects, like we integrate with the cameras, and we can do movement detection, detection based on vibration sensors, so that when the towers are on the remote location, if there is something happening, and the customer can get alerts at real time. And things like access control, like who is entering, whether attendance tracking, all those things. And next one is smart home / smart buildings, where we don't go to the direct like home users here. We work with communities and companies who provide managed services for large community of homes. So again, here it is camera systems, environmental management, energy management, and the standard alerting systems. So the next solution is ATM management. Again, in the developing countries, unlike here, the ATMs are in a separate dedicated rooms on the roads, on the streets. So there is a lot of security threats within an ATM. And also the ATM requires a lot of logistics like cleaning, like maintaining the temperature in the correct temperature and humidity. So we go and do energy management there, security and maintenance there. And next one is road infrastructure manager, where we go and monitor the digital signage boards on the highways. We monitor the weather stations on the highways, and we can monitor the emergency calling booths. So this is a high-level ecosystems. We have seen it in the other presentations also. So we integrate with the sensors at the bottom, and we go and integrate with enterprise systems. So we have a list of partner networks. One is the implementation partners, where customers, we have specialized partners. So vehicle tracking, we have partners for it. ATM management, we have partners for it. And we also work with sensor vendors here. So this one case study is where Sun Electric is a company based out of India. So they took our power grid management systems where to monitor. So their problem statement is they have this power distribution lines, and if the line trips, a trip could be because of some tree falling on the line or some monkey going and touching that. So it takes them like 5 hours to go and identify where the problem is and rectify. So they took our M2M solutions where they put sensors and then gateways, put a SIM card into it, data comes to it. And so they were able to reduce their operational cost by 50% and also increase their uptime by 95%. So these are some of the other customers. There is a company named Elitzer in Dubai who do security management for large buildings with an integrated help desk. Sun Electric we spoke about. Swelect is a solar panel monitoring company who actually provide a value-add service of managed services for their solar panels that they sell to their customers. And Global IT Vision is a Tunisia-based company which provides, again, managed services for a chain of poultry farms. Yeah. We can quickly go into a demo.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. So Prabhu has given me a difficult task to show a demonstration in 2 minutes. So let's get there fast. Okay. So this is going to demonstrate our cell tower monitoring solution, which he talked about earlier, monitoring energy, security, and the environment parameters in the different sites. Now, this is a dashboard. As most of you are aware, the data is being brought in from the actual cell tower sites, and this data is being displayed here in different widgets. And also, it's a mashup, so you can build your own custom widgets because all of these widgets can be created in the click of a button. These widgets are pre-built to bring this data to you. Now, there are also maps. Now, maps give you geo-positioning of the different sites that we have, and also some kind of a logical grouping. So you have sites, they are organized into zones, and then those into regions. Now we will drill down into a region and see some data about that, and also drill down further and see what's happening inside this region. We have grouped them into various zones. And again, we can look for the sites which are being managed within this zone. So there are various sites here. These are the actual cell tower sites that are being managed. And if we click and move to that particular site out here, we will be able to get more relevant information about what's happening in that site itself. So now we see that there are various sites. Some of them are green, which is good, and there is some site which is not so good, having an alarm. So let's drill further. This helps us to go and identify problems one by one by drilling down into the system. This is a kind of a one-shot view where we see all the parameters being brought in from the sensors which are sitting at that cell tower. So you can see that we are gathering information about the power coming from the mains, which is used by the site, various sensors, battery parameters, and also various reports based on the data which comes into this system. Now you can see these reports on different timelines as well. The next thing I would like to show is that the REST APIs enable different application integration or enterprise system integration. So one such use case we have here today is help desk kind of a solution where shelter maintenance contractors can have incidents raised whenever there is an alert happening in one of the sites that they monitor. So whenever the site raises an alarm, an incident gets created here. Yes, it's based on some filters, so you don't get all sorts of alarms in here. But then this you can assign to one of your service engineers who can go out there and then solve the problem. Now there is two-way interaction here because of the REST APIs, so that the data being changed here or updated here or assigned to a service engineer also reflects on the other application. Now, okay, yeah. Okay, so we also have native applications on the mobile apps which are useful for the on-ground personnel to update data. When they resolve a service incident, they can update it there, which gets automatically uploaded into a central system. So this is one such application, and this client that you see, or this UI, is pre-built. It is highly customizable, and it's all doable from some configurations. So all you need to do is put in the gateways, connect the data, and then these applications are available out of the box to you. Thank you.